Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the wild world of finance and money secrets that could change your life. Today, we're talking about something that's blowing up in 2025, the shocking billionaire secret where heirs are inheriting trillions overnight, and what it means for everyday folks like you and me. I'm not kidding. This isn't some conspiracy theory, it's the great wealth transfer, and it's happening right now across America and Canada. Picture this. Baby boomers, that massive generation born after World War II, have built up insane fortunes over decades through booming economies, real estate empires, and stock market wins. Now, as they hit their 70s and 80s, they're passing on an estimated $84 to $124 trillion to their kids and grandkids by 2045, according to reports from Investopedia and Cerulli Advisors. But here's the shocker for 2025. Just this year alone, 91 billionaire heirs scooped up a record $297.8 billion, a 36% jump from last year, as per UBS surveys. That's not pocket change. It's like winning the lottery on steroids, and it's accelerating faster than anyone predicted. Why is this a secret? Well, it's not totally hidden, but most people don't realize how this massive shift is reshaping our economy, your job market, and even your retirement plans. For starters, this transfer isn't just about rich kids getting richer. It's trillions flowing into the hands of millennials and Gen Z, who think differently about money. Boomers hoarded wealth in traditional assets like homes and bonds, but heirs are dumping it into tech startups, crypto, and sustainable investments. What does this mean for you? If you're in the US or Canada, get ready for a housing market shake-up as heirs sell off family estates, potentially dropping prices in some areas. Or stock markets could boom as fresh cash pours into innovative companies, creating new jobs in tech hubs like Silicon Valley or Toronto's tech scene. But hold up, it's not all rosy. This could widen the wealth gap if you're not positioned right, leaving average families behind. In fact, Bloomberg reports that as this $90 trillion wave hits, millennials are inheriting not just cash, but antiques and collectibles they're scrambling to offload. Stay tuned, because in the next parts, we'll break down how to prepare, tax traps to avoid, and real stories of overnight billionaires. If you're loving this, smash that like button, subscribe for more finance bombshells, and drop a comment. Are you expecting an inheritance? Let's jump into the details. First, how did we get here? The boomers benefited from post-war prosperity, low interest rates, and a stock market that multiplied wealth like never before. Now, with longer lifespans, they're holding on longer, but 2025 marks a tipping point where transfers are spiking. Cerulli says up to $124 trillion through 2048. Starting now, that's more than the GDP of most countries combined. Alright, let's keep rolling. You now know the great wealth transfer is real, and it's exploding in 2025. But who exactly are these heirs cashing in hundreds of billions this year? According to the latest UBS Billionaire Ambitions survey, the average age of these new billionaires is dropping fast, now under 40 for many. And here's the crazy part. 57% of them are women. That's the highest percentage ever recorded. So while the media loves to show spoiled trust fund kids, the reality is a lot of these heirs are sharp entrepreneurs, ready to 10x the family money. But not everyone is keeping the cash. A huge chunk is selling off old school assets immediately. Christie's and Sotheby's reported a 41% surge in consignments from heirs dumping art, wine collections, and classic cars in 2025 alone. Why sell? Simple. They want liquidity to buy Bitcoin, AI startups, or even entire sports teams. Real example, after Sam Walton's grandchildren inherited billions more this year, they poured hundreds of millions into Arkansas-based fintech and climate tech funds. Same thing in Canada. The Thompson family heirs Reuters. Woodbridge quietly moved another $5 billion into Toronto and Vancouver tech ecosystems in Q1 2025. This is creating a gold rush for regular investors like us. When heirs deploy capital, early employees and co-investors can make 5100x returns. But there's a dark side nobody's talking about. Inheritance tax bombs waiting to explode. In the US, the estate tax exemption drops from $13.61 million to roughly $7 million per person starting January 1, 2026. Unless Congress acts, that means thousands of families who thought they were safe are about to get hit with 40% haircuts overnight. Canada has no federal inheritance tax, but deemed disposition rules on death can trigger massive capital gains bills. Smart heirs are already moving assets into trusts, GRATs, and even relocating to zero-tax states like Florida, Texas, or Nevada. Next part, we're exposing the exact strategies the ultra-rich are using right now to keep every penny. Drop a comment. Would you move states for tax savings? See you in part 3.